Hello, this is already the next video, and I found already a suitable piece of recuperation material, plywood, scrap material, which I found somewhere, so I don't remember anymore. It's a good quality plywood, and I think it's good to use, and even though it's a little bit too thick, the weight, it will add weight, but I don't have any other material which is suitable and in good condition. This one is flat. It's not bent. I have plywood, but it's not really flat, so there's no use in trying to use that material. I should throw it away again. So the only thing is now to be left is to make this fit, to cut this to height, to the same level like here, and to cut it a little bit less. We will do that in the next video. Here will come the drawers, as I told you, little drawers with wood carving in the front. I will add the wood carving much later, and I won't do that now. Now you can see already, I just show you this so that you can see how it will be. The drawers will be here. Here will be the grate for the cooking with the alcohol stove under it, or a wood gas cooker which is a bit higher, and another possibility of putting a grate higher, the bars, solid bars of metal or stainless material. I'm not sure if a wood gasifier made of cans would be a good idea, as it might produce too much heat. I have a wood gasifier here somewhere. Let me see. This one, for example, is a wood gasifier. They are very economical in use, but this is the wood gasifier. But I don't know, maybe they produce too much heat, but I will have to experiment with that. For now, what I'm going to do is just finish this box, and then we can start experimenting with the little wood gasifier, smaller than this one. It is only tall like this, which will be put there. We will coat everything here with aluminum, very thin sheet aluminum from beverage cans, soda cans, Coca-Cola cans. It must be aluminum. You test it with a magnet. And for now we are going to finish this cooker, the box, the cooking box. So we will make this fit in the next video, and we make a front and a lid and the drawers. But for now we still have to do something important, and that is we need to make everything level after the gluing. It's not completely level. For example, here it could be better. Let me see. I will switch off the light. Too much light. Yeah, this side I already did. Make it like perfectly level, the same level. But this side there is missing a little bit here. I don't know if it's noticeable, but it needs to be made level. We do this again with this wonder thing, wonder plane. And we don't continue completely to the end of here, because then you might splinter here. We just stop before we reach the end. And then you turn it around and you do it from the other end. This is to avoid splintering. A little bit is still needs to be done. We're almost there. In the same way, I'm going to make a tool chest can make also a tool chest the same way, toolbox, with the exception with a small change that the lid here won't be clappable, but this will be solid glued plywood panel, plywood with the same method. It will be glued there, and only the front will clap open, and there will be 2 drawers, and at the bottom no drawer place for your big plane. Okay, that's level. And then with the sandpaper, which we glued on the plywood, we sand a little bit. That's now it's level, completely level. And the same we do now with here, where there's an ugly, noticeable gluing line. First thing I do is with a little bit with a rasp, because there's hard glue there. I don't want to ruin the plane. Now we can go okay, that side is done too, and then the sanding block again. For now it's enough. And it gives a very nice finish. And you do this at the other side too, here, because the ugly glues there still visible. And then I recommend you to round sharp corners like these, because they might damage while you're doing your work. I would already start to round them. I would round all corners. Also these, a little bit break the corners with the sandpaper. You break them with some sandpaper grit, 120 or 80. We will sand the whole assembly anyways after, but you can already give it a rough sanding. And the inside corners here, the inside corners are these. Round them already with sandpaper. In the past I did this with a very tiny little plane, like, let me see, here's the little plane. I did this in the past with a very small plane like this one, which I found second-hand, but I started now to do it just with sandpaper. The inside corners, these sandpaper, rough sandpaper, grit 80. I break those corners, and I am now thinking to maybe not paint the plywood, but give it a very good sanding. Only the bottom is very ugly, but the other plywood is in reasonable quality, and maybe I will varnish it too, natural, because I think it looks very nice like this. I will possibly varnish the whole assembly, but I'm not sure. I still have time to think about it. Okay, so we will round all corners and remove the gluing spots. I'll glue from the gluing. The bottom has to be even as well. That's almost done. I will do this now. I won't show you the process, as you have seen how it is. It's not too difficult. And in the next video, we will already think about how to assemble this thing in order to make it possible to have drawers in the cooking box, Chuckbox. We will assemble this thing, and then like that it divides it in two. This part is for cooking, and here will be the drawers. It's quite easy. I will run screws from the back, and in order to not make those heads of the screws visible, I will glue later on 2 strips of the same wood as I used here, Meranti or Lawang wood. I will glue the same strips over those hats, and then they won't be visible anymore. And then the back panel will be divided in with 2 strips. One will be here for the screw heads, and then I will glue one here too. Just one here and one here, and it will be divided in three little panels, which makes it nice looking. I just came up with the idea like some half an hour ago. So I will now round, and in the next video we will talk about how to attach that thing. Thanks for watching.